What's going on YouTube? V here. So today I'm going to do something really impressive. I'm going to look at cards, I'm going to talk about them, and I'm going to hit end recording and upload it to the internet. First card's going to be ISO 2 Table of Noble Knights, a card that is still being played obviously in like Dark Gokis. They're only running I think one of these. And that's because they don't need them. We have summon sorcerers as well. So, like, you go ISO'd, and if they stop you, just go, cool, summon sorcerers. I mean, they're what? Infinite permanents that you'll send the sword to the graveyard, which you really initially want to do anyway, because it's cost. And then just go into summon sorcerers. No big deal. But look at its price point. We're seeing actually, prices are showing it going up in value. We're looking at the market price showing to be about $24. But the unlimiteds are roughly around $18 for this card. Mind you, this was a card that spiked up really high for a while, and now it's calming down. One, because I think every Dark Goki player is worried about the ban list. And two, is because, once again, we have Summon Sorceress. Like in Europe, I guess this card would be a little more heavy, because you need it. But once again, Summon Sorceress, nobody cares. But yeah, look at the price point dropping down. That's for unlimited. First edition is going to be going roughly around $24, which is near the market price still, but I don't know. I really feel like Summon Sorcerer's price is going to drop heavily down in value. I think Goki variants might be viable even after the ban list, but absolutely going to get hit in the ban list, and that's just my opinion. I think I'm gonna do a ban list, a ban prediction video coming up soon. Those are always horribly amazing, because they're amazing because we get to have a great conversation talking about cards in the ban list, and well, actually, I think this is good, I think that's good, and here's why. And then horrible because literally everyone just freaks the fuck out. They're like, this card should not be hit because I played a deck. Okay, moving forward, Inspector Board is another card that dropped heavily down due to the reprint that came out in the 2018 mega packs. But look at the price. Look at the price differences. You got 27 prices. You got 24 prices. They're kind of near because, let's be honest with you, almost nobody opened a 2018 Megatins. I think I've sold 2 out of 2 cases I got. It just, nobody really cared about these. Even online, like, nobody really going after the 2018 Megatins, when it's just a better product to buy online. But looking at the prices, we're still seeing the 2018 version going for about $6. We're looking at the Extreme Force version. That bad boy's hitting about $8 for Inspector Board. It's a great card still being used because it's phenomenal against Ultra Guys. If you're playing anything that's not Ultra Guys, you want to use Inspector Board to stop Ultra Guys. Also, pretty good against Tricksters. So I didn't mention that last time when I talked about this card. Pretty goddamn good. Also, if you're playing Ultra Guys, you know what's really good against your mirror match? Fucking Inspector Border. Anyway, guys, looking at Zhang Xing Magician, another card that is being used in pendulums. We're starting to see pendulum decks pop up more and more. I believe it's because of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are just sick and tired of, well, A, worrying about the ban list, and 2, not worrying about having to play so many hand traps. Most Pendulum Edition builds only run like a playset of like Ash Blossom. That's pretty much it. I think Effect Veiler will be kind of a little bit better because it helps you stop the FTK, and I don't know, I'm kind of leaning towards Effect Veiler. In Pendulum Magicians, obviously, Infinite Permanence is better, but if you don't have that, you can run Effect Veiler. But looking at Zhang Xing Magician, the card's roughly around like $3. You see it over here. Opens at $4 after for the original print. After that one's gone. Looking at the 2016 Mega Packs, they're $3. The commons are like 2, almost 3s. The Shadow Foils, Star Foils, whatever you want to call them, they're like $4. So, I mean, you only need one of these for Pendulum Magicians, but just a little fun fact. It's a little bit. Everything in the deck, majority, is like a dollar card, except like Zhang Xing Magicians, Pendulum Core, if you want to run Ultra Rare Pod Desires, that's 4. And of course, the Mythical Beast Jackal, that's about 7s. For the most part, everything else in the core of the deck is relatively cheap. Up next, Vision Hero Vylon. Look at this price tank super hard. Market price is going to be about $11. We're seeing it over here for about 10s roughly. And the reason why Vylon's going down is almost the same reason as I sold. It's just because of the ban list and the idea of, oh my god, they're definitely going to hit us. Guys, they're definitely going to hit. Like, that's what it's going to be. That's literally what's happening. I think that Vylon's not going to get hit by the ban list, and like I said, I still think Goki is going to be a viable deck post-ban list, but it's definitely going to be hit, and with the nuance of releases of cards coming out, and maybe even Savage Strike or whatever future set, we're going to see hits, and I think that's why Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are ditching their Vylons. Also, it was overpriced out of their mind. Oh, a little fun fact, Lost Arts Hidden Promotions coming out. And I know we talked about this a while ago, but I really want to know, what do you think would be a great Lost Arts card to bring back? Do you think we should have a reprint of the Exodia stuff and the Monster Reborn that came back, or do you think we should get like new Lost Art cards? I think we're really smart, even though I don't agree with it, but it's kind of cool, I guess. They could maybe like they did Lost Art versions of the Harpy cards that we never really got because they got like, censored. That'd be kind of cool to go in with the Harpy set coming out this month. It'll also be cool. I'm not sure if you guys ever watched the Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh show, but like Final Destiny in Japan is called Ouija board. It actually spells out death, which is infinitely cooler. And I think that'd be kind of cool as like Lost Art reprints. But guys, you let me know. Looking at another card is Morphtronic Selfon. Came out Tower Pack Boost 3. The super rare. This card was dirt cheap forever. I guarantee you'll probably find it in a dollar binder store, some scrub binders, and you could get this card for nothing. Look at the market price change. It's showing to be about about stable. The market price is showing to be about $6, but the card price is most likely sold out online. DSM Games most likely probably did a buyout. He's holding 16, so unless he's a big fan of Morphtronics, and today's the day he wants to unload them. Nirvana High Pounds on the card. It's kind of shaky, but it's definitely showing stabilization in the market. With a $6 market price, you're seeing it roughly for around that price point. I just don't understand why this card's worth anything, to be honest with you. It's not played in any deck whatsoever, but it's $6. Came out in Dark Illusion, by the way. Dark Illusion is a little weird set. I mean, Dark Illusion and the Blue Eyes one, which I actually instantly forgot about already. Is it Dark Illusion? Okay, wait. Let's get rid of that. I want to show you something really nifty. The Dark Illusion boxes, they're like almost $90, and after these two are gone, they're hitting near $100. Like, they're insanely overpriced, but we have like Spyro Super Agent, which is like $3. Potter's Eyes, which actually was worth it, is like $13. Coral Dragon is like $6, sure, and everything else for the most part is worth almost nothing besides Hidden City. Like, there's not like a crazy amount of, you're not gonna pull anywhere near the $100 value for Dark Illusion booster boxes. It's just a weird box in general. Goes and Match. Looking at Goes and Match from Turtle Pack Booster 8, the rare actually has value. It's almost near $10 for the rare. The original print comics that came out in Crossover Chaos, even that's like $3. So your Goes and Matches have value. Same thing. I feel like Goes and Matches doing the kind of same thing like what Rivalry Wars was doing. Rivalry Wars was like a quarter card. Then it was a dollar card. Then it was like threes. And then started having. Now Rivalry Wars is worth a lot of money. And it's a common as well as Goes and Match. Moving forward, guys, one card I want to say to pick up right now, it's a really good pickup, nobody's looking at it, that's what I love to talk about, is Mistake. Mistake actually is relatively low for the 2018 Mega Pack, it's about $3. I still say get the first edition if you can from Shadow Specters. Price is going to just be stable, which you want to see. And look at the first edition versions, they're like $4 to $5 max for original print Mistakes, first edition. I think this card will show great viability moving forward in the future format of Yu-Gi-Oh! I think it's a really good card that you guys might want to consider. I always say it, I haven't had time to say the past couple of months because it's been pretty high, and now it's cooled off on the market. So now we could be easy. I definitely would recommend you going in and picking this card up. Next, Brilliant Fusion. Did anyone ever catch this? Brilliant Fusion is doing what it was doing before, like it was when it was like really relevant. Brilliant Fusion used to be a $6 card, and looking at it right now, Clash of Rebellion's Brilliant Fusions are around $6. The 2016 Megaton versions are almost near $6 price points. These secret rares are about $6, and the ultis are actually just, they're about $30. It's a little higher than the market price, but nothing too crazy. And for the most part, I mean, that's kind of cool, but this is what I'm really looking at. Brilliant Fusion spiked down in value when it came out in Bowser's Legends Relentless Revenge. And now we're slowly seeing it increase in value. Brilliant Fusion is slowly selling out on the market, and it's something that's really interesting to note. Up next is Storming Mirror Force. So, on today's video of why the crap is this card worth money, Storming Mirror Force. Price trend showing stabilization, market price showing to be a $12 card. And look at it, guys, it's $865. First edition is going to run you almost in a $12 price point, but like, why is Storming Mirror Force worth anything? It's showing no play. And I know I'm going to have some guys go on there and be like, aha, V, got you. They just type about some silly shit, and the answer, whatever you say, is no. I'm sorry. There's no way this card's worth anything. It's other cards that I think that are worth more than what they're currently worth, and one of the cards that are wasting that value is Storming Mirror Force. Also, the card came out as a gold rare, but common. There's common, so yeah, I don't know why it's worth anything. El Shadow Shakanaga also has a lot of value. Price is showing increasing in value. I'm seeing the market price to be about $7. And when you look over here, it's about $16. After that one sells, it's $19 for Shex. The funny thing is, if anyone wants to know why, well, originally, the original Prince Shakanagas was bought out. These were bought out. That's why you see like a 7 price for the 2015 Mega Packs. There's still like 29 price listings for the new Challenger versions, but Yeah, this was the original buyout. And what had happened was, I'm not sure if they saw whoever did this buyout saw my video, or just in general, I was like, it's a bad buyout. The secret rares are gorgeous. The ultis are where the money's going to be at. You're wasting your time. And it's not long after I said that, I forgot how long ago it was, but we saw the ultis get bought out, and now these are here. It's really interesting to know. Also, these haven't been placed back into the market. The 2015 Mega Pack. I don't know why this is a thing. But I don't know. It's just, it entertains me to see that. Like, someone bought the 2015 and they're like, fuck it, I'll buy the ultis too. I'm just gonna hold them. I feel like, and this has nothing to do with this card, but I feel like collectors in Yu-Gi-Oh, I mean, everyone's like, I'm a collector, and yeah, we all collect this, but like the hardcore collectors that buy like really hard to get cards and hold them, I feel like they're doing a really weird gamble, a really weird game of chess. And let me explain it to you. I was talking about this in my store tonight, and what I feel like they're doing is they're buying out old, hard to get cards, old school tournament pack 1 commons, and all the stuff. If it's lightly played, more than likely, realistically near mint, hard to get cards, and they're grading them, putting them to the side. And the reason I say that is because we're seeing the old random cards go up in value. I'm actually might do another market watch talking about that, but we're seeing a lot of this happen, and for the most part, not needed. It's just happening, and it's really weird. If you notice, if you look at the market or you look at certain random cards, you're like, why is that comment from like Turbo Pack 1 worth money or anything like that stuff? It's just really weird to notice. And I think that collectors are buying them out and getting old ultis like Ultra Shakanaga even. Now I'll bring this in. Or just in general, because they feel like this is going to be, and if you play Magic, you know, like Moxes, or Fetchland. Oh, well, not really Fetchlands that got reprinted, but like Savannah and shit like that. And all those other old school Magic cards that at the time they weren't worth much because there was a decent amount of them in the market. And then when a couple of people put a majority shareholding of that in the market, they control the price, and now these cards are worth a pretty good amount of cash. And I feel like that's happening with all these old school ultis that we're seeing rise up in value, like the old school ulti, like E-Hero cards that are hitting some stupid numbers. I feel like collectors are really monopolizing and controlling the market as far as that. I mean, of course, you got crazy E-Hero players, but I think even crazy E-Hero, I could be wrong, crazy E-Hero players will not spend $250 for a playset, for each card on a playset of an E-Hero Fusion that they don't even goddamn play. But we're seeing this happen a lot. I think collectors are really reaching hard on this one. I'm sorry about that. Let me go back to the market. So Bujin model actually went up in value. Was starting to come back down. Market price showing to be $11. Price showing stabilization. And it's about $12. Now it was higher, by the way. That's why I say it, because this card was hitting, I think, almost near $15 for Ultimate model. And only thing I could see is a while ago I bought my Ultimate models for like, I think they were like 6 or 8. I forgot how much I paid for them. But I was like, wouldn't it be cool if Link Vrains Pack 2 released cards for Bujins? And I'm still gonna stay strong and say that. I'm not dead serious. I think Bujins need a Link card. How cool would that be? Like I mean, we kind of have some Link cards, but like realistically, we want a straight Bujin. And I'm not sure if it'll make the deck playable again. I would love to make the deck playable again, but it'll make the deck open value again. And that's the reason why you probably watch this channel, or other people will watch the channel, and the price originally of Ulti Bujin models went up in value. And I think that might happen in the future. I think Bujins might get a Link eventually, ultimately. And I think we were going to be seeing Bujin, this whole archetype, go up in value. That's why I have a Max Rarity Core sitting in a deck box in one of my bags full of deck boxes in the corner of my house somewhere, because I think it's going to go up in value and be worth something. I mean, look at Harpies, look at Madolches. You don't have to look too far to see deck cores go up in value when a new card comes out for them. Scar and Malabench and the Burning Abyss. So I talked about Dante and how his price is kind of stabilizing for the most part. And we're looking over here, the market price showing to be about $9. Price showing stabilization. And it's hitting near $8 to $9 for Scar, Malabench, and the Burning Abyss. It's carding out on Astro Pack 7. That's just weird. I don't agree with this price point. I don't agree with any of the Burning Abyss super rares being so high in value, to be honest with you. But I do understand it. You see, Scarm's a 3-up. It's super rare. It only came out super rare. It came out crap gold rare and like regular rare. So I understand why this is going up in value. I just don't agree with the fact that it's such a high price, because a lot of people cracked the hell out of Astro Pack 7. Astro Pack 7 was a pretty good Astro Pack in it. Let me just go show you, right? At the time, Castel was like the money card of it. Then Guy Dragons was a good card of it. That card was eh. But for the most part, Astro Pack 7 has some pretty lit cards in it. By the way, it's this card, Soul Hunter. I'm dead serious. 8 prices available. Let me just click on it quickly. These are what I'm talking about, the short print. I think it's Astro Pack that did it more than any others, but we're seeing it in other other Konami exclusive packs, random cards like Soul Hunter, that are going up in value. But this one right here, there's not many left on the market, and it's like $2 for a long while until you hit like down here where it hits like 3, and after that this guy's 2 at roughly around $4 price point. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if cards like this become like the next like $150 card in the future. I'm stone cold serious when I say you're gonna really want to collect these old school Asher Pack fusion kind of cards, short print cards. What I'm trying to say is, and you're gonna want to put them aside, have them in mint, put them in a sleeve, double sleeve that bitch, and put them aside. If you want, get a top loader, slap in a top loader. It'd be a lot easier. I think it'd be really good for you to do that. Fog King's another card stabilized in price, and it's roughly about $6 for OT Fog King. Normally, I don't like this card. I really don't like this card at all. But the OT that came out, OTS Trauma Pack 2, and I think that all these OTs are going to have value moving forward in the future as they get harder to get, as you can't just go to your locals and get OTS Pack 2 anymore. And as that distance increases, you're going to find this to be hard to get. So you might want to consider getting a Fog King or like a playset or R09 it. Another card is Photon Papilloperative. That's a hard word, I ain't gonna lie. We should call it Photon Pappy. Photon Pappy. Okay, so this card is terrible. Once per turn, well, because of links. But once per turn, you can attach one material from this card, target one face down the defensive position of the monster, put it in face up attack, it loses 600 attack, it requires 2 level 4 monsters, 2100 attack. There is obviously better cards. With that said, I did just say that, this is a card I would highly recommend you picking up because 1, it came out in Asher Pack 2, and 2, it's cheap as hell, and 3, pressures are showing it going down yet again. I think old school OTs are where it's at right now, and old school isn't too far away from a lot of us current Yu-Gi-Oh players, especially you guys out there that have been playing since like Asher Pack came out. It's really easy for you to get these kind of cards, throw them to the side, and just forget about them until they somehow, some way, this card becomes a card that's meta relevant, and then the card spikes a dumb amount of money, and you sell it and make a ton of money. Money like Atlantean Dragoons, which also came on Asher Pack 2. Pressure and Sonic Stabilization, market price showing to be about $81. And yeah, no, it's actually $71, but it doesn't take much to be at the bottom of the page where the actual first wall is, and it's holding a $90 price point for Atlantean Dragoons. Now listen, I love Murmurs more than the next guy. Literally, seriously, find the next guy, whatever he says, more than that. It's for the ocean, man. Anyway, I really do like Murmurs a lot, and I really do think they're a really fun deck, and they have a lot of cool plays they can really do with them, and for the most part, they're not really hit hard on the ban list. And they're relatively cheap to buy if you want to buy low rarity. But if you want to buy high rarity, you're going to hit some dumb numbers. You're going to hit this card, which is a $71 card, which makes no sense because, I don't know, Soul Fusion kind of has a card around that price, and that card is a little bit more meta relevant. Also, Black and White Dragon Collapse Serpents. They're going down in value. So if you're looking to get these, wait, they're just going back down in value. And these are great cards. Because another card that's actually you might want to consider picking up. I know its price point is doing some silly things right now. Market price showing to be about $15. Light Plates has it at the $15 mark. It's slowly going higher in value. Precious is showing stabilization. The reason why is because Harpies can easily make this card. So it's 2 level 7s, which Harpies can easily do. And other decks I think are starting to work their way into level 7s as well, because we're seeing Galaxy Tomahawk C play, and it won't be far before Mega Federby Shackle Stack and or number 11 Big Eye start seeing their way made into the extra decks. And even if the hype of that announcement is to be a thing, we would see these cards rise high in price, especially something like number 11 Big Eye, which has an ulti per thing. Yes, it has a secret rare, I think it has an ultra rare as well, but the ulti is where the money would be at. The price point is moving up higher. This card was cheaper about a year ago, and once again, it just takes your opponent's monster, you link with them, you do some silly shit. It's pretty good. So yeah, I don't know. It's another card that's just been moving pretty fast in the market. So Thunder Dragon Colossus. Once again, you want a Colossus or you want a Atlantean Dragoons? The bad player will say the bad market watch investor would go for Colossus. The smart one would go for Dragoons, which has a stabilized price point. Once again, look at that Thunder Dragon Colossus. Even though I just said a little while ago that if you have this card, you might want to get Colossus. The reason I said that is because if you had this card and you're only playing Mermails, you'd rather well just play Thunder Dragons for the same value. You literally do equal value trade in. I guarantee you somebody out there holding Thunder Dragons will love to trade in for max rating Mermails because that's stabilized value where this really isn't. And I'll go into it real quickly for you guys because Thunder Dragon Colossus was hitting about $85 beginning of the week. And now we're seeing seeing it here hold an $8 price point. Well, this is a first edition price point as well. It still hasn't hit the first edition, well, the second edition run for the special edition display, because these make the unlimited versions. So this price is about to drop even more so. Looking at the other cards like Dangerous Tsuchinoko, it's actually risen a lot. Now it's almost hitting near $50. A Thunder Dragon Dark, which was a $23 card, well, stabilizing around 20, is actually holding about an $18 price point. I mean, yeah, after that it goes back to 21, but once again, Unlimited's coming out soon. Trap Tricks is finally cooling off on the market, and we're starting to see it go back down in value. Dragon Brawls, actually, they went up a little bit. It's about $17, which is, I mean, it was 20, went down to like, I think, 16 or 15 or whatever. So it's still doing it. Thunder Dragon Titan, a card that was like $35 on pre-order, is now like $10. This card was like $12 to $15 on pre-order. Now it's like $8. So the market's gonna be dumping a lot of cards. Colossus will still have value. Thunder Dragons are still a good deck, but here's the reality when it comes to Thunder Dragons. Thunder Dragon players, I really want you to listen to me because this is really important. You see, you have a deck that's worth about $1,000, fully completed, fully done, average rarity, not max rarity because that's a little bit higher, but average rarity, your deck's roughly around $1,000. And to be honest with you, I just don't agree with you holding $1,000 YuGiOh deck that isn't showing a dominant holding in the market, in the meta of the game YuGiOh as well. That meta is going to dictate your market. So your prices are slowly dropping down, Thunder Dragon players. So your $1,000 deck will slowly hit $975 to $950, $900. It's gonna happen. And the minute that slope starts happening, you might see an even faster, slipperier slope coming up soon to you. The only thing you can have is the balance in which you hope you're not hit, but the other current meta decks are hit. In my honest opinion, I think you will not be hit. I think a lot of meta decks will be hit. Here's the problem, though. Strikers will still beat the shit out of you. And unfortunately, you can still do some great plays, and you still might be, at that point, solidified as a Tier 1 deck. But Strikers right now is way cheaper than what Thunder Dragons is. And Strikers is going to be more consistent still after their hits, in which I think Engage and Widow Anchor will be semi-limited. So even though you might have a solid Tier 1 deck that might most likely last through the next ban list, I still don't agree with you holding on to a high-priced deck, and I would highly recommend you get rid of it for something else, possibly Ultra, guys. Definitely Pendulum Magicians, which could do some great things. The deck costs about $200, or even Strikers, which is still a phenomenal deck, and after the ban list hits, I still think it'll have relevance in the meta, and absolutely be a Tier 1 deck, undeniable in my opinion. Moving forward, Chaos Emperor Dragon, Envoy of the End, pressure swing stabilization, market price going to be about $30, and this is for the ulti, by the way. Limited is 41, and that means 41 goes to 50 really fast. First edition version of this card is about $60, $64. Going on page 2 for more of the good value, it hits 70. And then we're hitting. I mean, ultis are gonna be hitting some dumb numbers really fast. Look over here at how many there are. There's 2 4-ofs at the $90 price point, and that's for unlimited. After that, if you want a first edition, you're looking at 164. Once again, look over here, guys. You're not seeing many of these cards of the ulti Chaos Emperor Dragon, which came out in Duelist Pack Kaiba. This Duelist Pack is now slowly becoming just a lit duels pack. Besides the fact that Pot of Greed ulti's in it, which is an amazing card. Everyone should have one of these. First edition, by the way. Unlimited means you're not loved by the society. But first edition Pot of Greed. Chaos Emperor Dragon is a card that we all knew was going to go up in value had it got its errata came. The minute we got erratas, these were the kind of cards I was looking at. I really should have did a mark watch back then. I literally had like 20 tabs open, and I was buying a bunch. I wound up picking up. That's when I picked up my Chaos Emperor Dragon. Pot of Greed ulti I bought a long time ago. Crush Card Virus, which had an initial spike high in value, it's not declining in value. By the way, got one of those bad boys first edition, got one of those bad boys first editions, got one of those bad boys because I played Ghost like an idiot first edition. Yeah, so Duelist Pack Kaiba has probably one of the greatest ultis lineups, period, around. By the way, Cyberjar ulti is about $8. You're going to want to get that. Like, right now. Pause the video. Buy it. Yeah, so I'm dead serious. Duelist Pack Kaiba had a lot of great ultis. And it's one of these, once again, and this wasn't a core set. Subsets can have a great amount of value too. You just have to realize, and you have to basically negotiate with yourself, why and how can this have value in the future. A lot of people hit me up and go, V, I think X has value. And I go, why? And they go, I just like the card. Well, yeah, but you have to actually tell yourself, hey, listen, a Rise will come out, this card go in value, or what situation will put this card to go higher in value? What can make it have that effect on the market? And Chaos Emperor Dragon, the minute we knew about a Rise coming out in the OCG, it was inevitable before this card came back into the game. And I really, truly believe that maybe in this banners, if not the next banners, El Shadow Construct comes back. Hopefully. If not, Chaos Emperor Dragon. I really want Construct back. I'm sorry. I really like that fucking card. Okay. Lunar lights are going up in value because we got news of new lunar light support. We're looking at Lunar Light Panther Dancer, the card that was about $6 in the market. Price is showing it going up in value. Unlimited's about $8. First editions are about $9. So you can obviously tell this isn't really crazy healthy value. Blue Cat's pretty. These are all pretty cards, but for the most part, the only Lunar Light monster that has real value is Panther Dancer. So let me give you my little take on Panther Dancer and Lunar Lights for that aspect. I think these are pretty cool cards. I think they're nifty. I think Lunar Lights have a lot of cool, cutesy little things about them. With that said, I doubt this price will maintain it for a while. It might spike higher in value if Lunar Lights show any kind of meta relevance in the OCG. If it does enter the meta scene, I don't think it's going to. But let's say it does. Let's say somehow, by some means, Lunar Lights enter the meta in Japan, and we see them doing things, and the price goes up in value. Well, it's an artificial price based off an artificial hype. You see, we don't know when the hell we're getting this Lunar Light support. Maybe we'll get it in the My Box coming up this month. That'd be kind of cool. But if that's the case, then Lunar Lights have done nothing in the meta. If they hit Japan already, which most likely, to be honest with you, every card we get, if it's good, it gets hit. Okay, I'll give you like this. Cosmos was expected to be a bad deck. When it was a good deck, we got a hit. Japan has it fully unlocked. Burning Abyss was expected to be a bad deck. It was Shadows that was the best deck. Oh, by the way, for Cosmos, it was Pendulums. Throw it out there. So, Burning Abyss was supposed to be the best deck. We got it. It was amazing. And Japan was upset because their Shadows weren't as good. Even though they were fucking amazing here, too. I played both decks. They fucking both kicked ass. We got hits on Burning Abyss. Japan has more unlocks than we do. And I won't be surprised if we see a time in which Japan has Burning Abyss fully unlocked and we're still sitting and waiting for our Cherry Beanie. Hopefully we get it soon, though. And what I'm trying to say is, what about Lunar Lights? If we do get these stuff for it, I just don't think it's gonna be good enough. I think that it's a fun, cutesy little deck, maybe perfect for casuals and girlfriends that want to play something cutesy. But to be honest with you, I just don't think it's as good as Thunder Dragon, Sky Strikers, Gokis. Definitely not the FTK, which is kind of wins automatically. And Ultra gets last of this deck. So anyway, guys, that's my market watch. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Thank you so much. You have no idea how much it means to me that you watch the video. I get a like down below. I get a comment below, and I read every single one of your comments. And you guys are nice enough to hit the subscribe button to subscribe to more great content. Hit the notification bell, by the way, so it lets you know when I have these videos out. Because sometimes I talk about the cards, and literally I'm like, oh, there's like 10 of these available. Hey, you're going to want to get this. And then, like, literally, you hit refresh after my videos uploaded within about 10 minutes. The card's bored out. Now, it could be because naturally got bought out, or because some people I've watched my market watch and have done this. People do this a lot, so you definitely want to hit the notification bell to alert you to when this is going to be happening, when this video is going to be uploaded, so you can be able to have the ability to see these great videos. Anyway, guys, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Thank you so much. Have a great day.